Hello, everyone. This is Janae, and welcome to Best Laid Plans. I think we've got everything working. Let me know in the chat if music's too loud. We can turn that down a little bit. All right. So what we're doing today is a plan with me for a June monthly spread in our Leafy Treetops Traveler's Notebook. As you can see, I've got a bunch of things scattered all over my desk, but we'll make it. Anyway, welcome, and let's get started. Okay, what I wanted to do first was show you a little bit of the stickers that we're using. Which volume? The speech? I can't turn it up any. Is the music too loud compared to my voice? Trying to test this out. Just a minute.
I don't even hear the music. Your voice is a little low, but it's tolerable.
Okay, check the volume on the screen itself. Is it low too? No, it's all the way up. All right, well, this is as loud as I can get. My microphone, I mean, the levels are good.
It's tolerable. That's good.
All right, so if anybody else is on and thinks my music is too loud compared to my voice, then we can do a little adjusting. Other than that, I'm not sure. Well, wait, let me see if I might be able to adjust the gain a little bit. All right. Hopefully it's not distorted now, but I raised the gain a little.
I'll listen to them, but
Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to do first was review a little bit of the stickers that we're using today. Now, if you get the subscription box, let's take a look at that first. If you get the subscription box, you're going to get basically 4 of these sets, plus some goodies. Now, what were the goodies for June? I have my bag of goodies here. So you got a little organza bag, you got one of these little purple washies, a couple of different the little thin washies. So you got a random one of these that was purple that matched the June flowers, and a random fruit eraser. Now, most of the things that I send are just fun little tools, and if you don't like them, you can give them away. They're appropriate for little gifts. But anyway, these are really cute. I wanted to get a bunch of these in orange for May, but they didn't have them. So we just went ahead and put them in June. You also, as a free gift, when you get the subscription box, get this sampler. Now, this is on clear paper. This is the exclusives for the box. And you've got days of the week, you've got some labels, and then, of course, the deco for the month, for the 2 themes of the month on the clear paper. So we'll be using a little bit of that. So the first thing that you get in a subscription box that is available separately is our monthly accessories. Now, this one is for June. The reason I do it this way is that way if you buy any of my stickers or sticker sets, you can use them for any month you want. Okay, any month you want, even a different year. It doesn't matter because I don't put the months on here. That's up to you to use either the clear set, which I will have a version of these available soon on my website for a clear set for months, and then you use the accessories to label your month and year. Now, these are cut separately, so you can put June on one page and then 2021 on the other page. But you have your holidays. This is showing a little bit grayed out. That is more of a purple than I'm showing on screen right now, at least on my screen. But you've got 2. All right, so you have one for your monthly and one for your weekly, or one for your weekly, one for your daily, whatever. You have enough for 2 calendars here, because most people will use at least a monthly and then either weekly or daily. And then a couple planners, of course. Always have a couple of my little planners. This one Now, let's put some glasses on here. This one has a little peach on it, and this one has a little flower closure on it. They're really tiny. And then some fun little holidays. So if you don't put a lot on your monthly, or if you want to jazz up your spread, you've got these cute little holidays. All right, so the first set that's included in the subscription box, well, that actually this would be, it's not a set, but this is the first thing that's included. So the second is our functional set. These are available separately. It is available on my website. And this has the decoration sheet. Now these are a combination, the dual themes. So you have the main theme for the month as well as the secondary theme for the month. And for June, it was Spring Bouquet and Peachy Keen. So you have your deco sheet, you have the washi sheet, you have the date dots and corners sheet, and the icons and header scripts. So those are all in the double themed. Now the second set, also available on the website, is planner specific. So for this one, you get a monthly, you get the trackers and checklists, you'll get weekly headers, and then a small boxes. So this is the Leafy Treetops monthly. This one is not resized for the Traveler's Notebook, so we're going to, this particular sheet isn't. So we're going to experiment with that a little bit, and on a stream next week, perhaps we will resize this monthly for the Traveler's Notebook. Then we have this is for the standard planners, mini planners, and Leafy Treetops planners. This is the trackers and checklists. This is available both a Monday and a Sunday start. So that is another reason why this set is separate. You have your weekly headers. This doesn't matter whether it's Sunday or Monday because these are all separate stickers. If you don't have the Leafy Treetops that have these fancy headers, like if you have a happy planner or a mini, those are all of the regular strip headers that are along here. And then we have mini boxes. This is a new one that we designed on stream last week, actually. We have, this is a redesign of the mini boxes. Now this one is for minis, like the Happy Planner Mini or pockets and bullet journals and things, as well as the Leafy Treetops planners. This one is going to be for Traveler's Notebook, and that includes Leafy Treetops. So we're going to try this today and see how they fit on the monthly. Okay, we can put this one away. And then full boxes is also another set. These would be available separately on the website. This is obviously Spring Bouquet and Peachy Keen for June. They're available together. And when I can, I will have them available separately as well. These full boxes are for the mini, and which would be for bullet journals and pockets and things. These are slightly big for the Traveler's Notebook. So this is a weekly set. We won't be working with the weekly today. So we're going to put these aside. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the 4 different things available that are in kit. So you have the full boxes. You have the basically monthly and weekly headers that has also the checklists and trackers and mini boxes. And then the functional kit. Let's see, icons and headers, date dots and corners, washi and deco, and then finally your monthly accessories. Again, if you have the subscription for the box, you'll get the clear exclusives plus the fun little bits that's different and random every month. It's just a couple fun little things. In July, I will show those next week, but July I always include a correction tape in July. I try to do that twice a year. just a little bit of correction tape, and some washi. I believe it was red, white, and blue hearts. All right, so let's get started. I have not done this goals planner for June yet. It has been a month. It has been a month. Let's see here if we can get this to lay flat. Okay, so we're starting with a nice, well, at least it's somewhat neutral. It's not quite as faded as I would appreciate it to be. Let me straighten the camera here. That way when I'm looking at it straight, the camera's looking at it straight. Okay, and then I have my reusable sticker book in case there's things that we want to use in here. All sorts of all sorts of things in here for the last couple of years of planning. I have leftovers and stuff. We're not going to go overboard, I don't think. We're just going to do kind of off the cuff stuff. Let's see. Looking for the washi. It's gonna be some washi. Okay, so I'm sure most planners are like this, but Leafy Treetops, they tend to, the printing can be a little bit off depending on, well, I mean, you know, obviously they're all printed on a separate piece of paper. So your planner may be slightly different than mine. That's why I tried to make the washi to where it was somewhat adjustable. So let's go ahead and see, how do we want to do this? Let's see, I think that one won't quite cover up what I want it to. Now these will be sized, I mean slightly differently, because with so many different planners, so many, I mean if I just stuck with Leafy Treetops, there are still at this moment now, starting this year, too many to keep up with if I were to size this exactly. So I've made it fairly universal, and I tried to make it easy to adjust. So it's wide enough to fit most planners, but this way you can trim it down. Okay, so what my solution is for the planners sometimes being printed a little off or a little skewed is to start with this to where it's straight against here. Because I've had them to where this one is off just a little, and you can't tell until you put some straight washi up here. So I do this one first, and then I'll lay the fancy one over and line it up with the top. That way, if it's off a little bit, you really can't tell, because this line, even if this is a different color, I'll show you what I do, you'll be covering it up a little bit with your dates, with your days of the week. I find that easier to cut from the other side because you can see where it goes. And I am on some, my blood pressure has been temporarily high. I'm on some new medication to try to resolve it, and it is worse than the one before. So I am a little bit shaky, and my eyesight isn't that great, mainly because of allergies, I think. So most of you know that I'm not a very straight sticker layer to begin with. It may be even worse today, but hey, perfection is the enemy of done. So we're not going to go for perfect. See, okay, you can see if you look really closely how the length of this one is smaller, or it's shorter than the length of this one. But because I did it this way, I put this one underneath and then laid the decorative washi on the top over it. It's evened it up so nothing looks all messed up. Okay, next I am going to use our clear exclusives. Let's see if I've got my tweezers. Now, I just got some new tweezers in too. I will have to list those on the website next week. All right. I find it easier to use tweezers with the clear stickers. Oh, yeah. Usually if I put something here, because that will overlay over it. We're just going to have to lift this up if we want it to, if I'm going to put a full box there. I don't know. Let's see what we have in our okay. I know we got a monthly sheet. There we go. Again, these are sized for the full-size Leafy Treetops planner. Really like our quote sticker. I want to use it, I think, just the way it is. So we're going to go like that, and then I'll put a box over this because I don't use these little ones. I mean, I have a whole set of planners. I have a whole set of planners with calendars. I do not need a mini calendar here. That's just how I work. Anyway, all right. So if I want, let's go ahead and try to lift this up just a little. We're going to try an experiment here. Yeah, I think I wanted this side up. Hopefully I can cut straight. Usually have better luck cutting straight than I do laying straight. And we will actually do some planning after we lay some stickers down, promise. And of course, looky there. Oh, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. So I have day one right here. So I've messed that up already. Yippee. Well, I don't know. I may not have anything on the first. So we're just going to leave it like that. And I have some washi here. Let's see if we can... use the washi here because the actual washi tape I have is somewhat clear, so I don't want that there.
I fell off the swings and landed.
Sorry about that. Kiddos. Okay, I think I've somewhat recovered from my little too deep cutting there. So it's not as short as I expected. Yeah, I'm definitely needing to redesign that on the next stream. Okay, so let's continue with the days of the week. Now this is a good place you can put notes or goals or to do. Sometimes I just put this month, because this is normally where I'll list the things that recur monthly. Like I'm going to change my air filters once a month, and some of the special things for June, like I'm going to change my alarms, the batteries in my smoke alarms and other types of detectors. Yeah, having a little bit of a coordination issue because I'm a bit shaky. Yeah, those new medication. I'm not quite happy that she put me on these. And you know what? I think I'm going to have to put some days of the week down first too, because stickers everywhere. Because this might overlay it a little bit again. All right, let's see. Let's do purple. Must do the purple. So let's completely verify that June 1st was indeed on Tuesday. Yes, it was. Here again, I'm going to have to lift this up. It's not happening. You know, I do this every month. I'm like, oh, I need to wait to put this down. I have to put the full box sticker and then the dates before I put the days of the week. But every month. Okay. Yeah, see, crooked already. Now then, let's get finally our days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday got stuck over here. If any of you are concerned with the border not matching, you can always lay down more washi. I'm going to have some washi here. You know, that might be fun to experiment with. This actually is right about the right width. Yeah, slightly big. I wonder how this, now this has like a full coverage. It's still washi. I mean, it's still somewhat transparent, but it has, like, from border to border, it has a design. This one isn't so much. But I'm wondering if it'll cover it up just enough. Because if I did this, I'll have to do the sides too. Yep, that's actually kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. Interesting with everything. It makes it really busy, doesn't it? So let's do this on this side too. This is stuck a little bit on the fold here. Yeah, okay. I don't know. That's a maybe. I'm still not doing my days of the week. Distracted. Okay, that doesn't need to go all the way over. Yeah, almost it's a little busy, but it actually makes it match slightly better. These colors are just a little bit too bold, I think. I don't know. So we're all in now. We're committed now. Washi comes right off, though. I mean, actual washi tape comes right off. Like that. So if I decide I don't like it, easy enough. And I'll need to trim that as well. I'm not worried about the bottom so much. Actually, you know, yeah, we'll keep it even. Cut it off at the flower there. Okay, I don't normally cover the border. And it would work. Like I said, this may be a little much, but look how busy that middle is. That's okay. All right, as I said, we're committed now. Let's go ahead and do this thing. See, that's clear, so it doesn't really matter if I go even with. It's a problem with the overhead camera. I can't really stick my head there. So what had some straight troubles to begin with has no hope now. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do this even with the inside and trim off the side. And I'm going to do some more trimming here. So let's put this washi here. This is one of my favorite tunes. This is Approaching Nirvana. That's who I have playing in the background today. Some of their soundscapes. And I really enjoy this tune. I don't want to lift all this up. It's plenty. I know what washi tape can do to a layout. It really makes it pop. Oh, I love. Yeah. Thank you, Jessica. Hi, by the way. Yep, I like it. And yeah, but see, the regular washi tape doesn't have full coverage, so it looks a little funky, but so that's okay. We're all about the funky here. All right, let's go ahead and trim this, and then finally get started on, you know, the days of the week, which I've been trying to do for the last 15 minutes. That is hard to get along the edge of the paper there. So my eyesight isn't really doing so well, so I have to go more by feel right now. And of course, regular washi tape is so thin, comes right up. Okay, not the bad. Okay, so I think this softens up that kind of a bold beige that they had underneath there. And so the flowers are busy anyway, so. Okay, days of the week. Yes, we have days of the week. Right, not scissors. Here we go. Using my knot scissors to put these down. And it helps if I don't bump the camera with my forehead too. See, this is why I need the dates down first. I've been doing this for a couple of years and I still forget. So this makes the unevenness of the printing even up. So you wouldn't normally notice unless you laid this decorative washi right down, and you would notice this big gap at the top. So at least on this side compared to this side, you would have a gap, and it might be crooked and whatever. So this way, if you lay this even with the paper over top one that's been even with the printing, it definitely blends it in. Now, if you're not doing any decorations on the top, of course, then it doesn't really show. But I'm going to guess that every planner has that issue because the printing can't be to the millimeter. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the dots down. Where are my corners? Yeah, okay, the dots are on the right hand corner and not the left. This is actually, strangely enough, easier for me to do upside down. So I have my special days are the 7th, or no, the 8th, 6, 7, 8. The 17th, which is going to be here, correct? 17th will be here. And the 26th, which will be here. That's what I like to use those for. Also a cute use for the little scalloped corners as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do the numbers upside down too, because lining it up with the right hand side when my finger's in the way, even with the tweezers, these stickers are big enough for me to use my fingers on, so. Yeah, and I have noticed that with this paper, the stickers really stick. If you get them right away, you can, but with the clear stickers, they aren't coming up at all, even right away. Correction tape. And that's the only thing on the top there. Okay, let's locate our little 7. And then your number could go right in the middle of your little, I say in the middle, but boy, I botched that, didn't I? In the middle of the teardrop there. Right. So June, I know here it's been rather soggy and wet, but the weather's been nice and warm. Did I mess this up already? Nope, 17th, right where it's supposed to be. Then I could use a different color teardrop for that as well, so the circle pops. Brain's not really functioning that well the last month or so on this medication, so here's hoping that within, like by the end of the year, we can get off of this completely. 22. All right. 26 turned out in the right spot. if I put it in the right spot. I've been known to do that too. Start laying down the numbers exactly the way they are here, which is the Sunday start, and not notice till later that yes, I still have a sticker stuck on my sheet. I don't know. Silliness. And there are 30 days in the month of June. So we can, I don't know what we're going to do for this. Got a big space that we can put a couple quotes in. All sorts of fun stuff there. All right. And this is another place where it would be standard to put this stuff here. I'm going to put this stuff here. June. Definitely using the white border instead of the clear because of the decoration on the back. There we go. Okay. On my accessories sheet, I do list the dates that these are on. I think that's rather handy dandy. So Flag Day is on the 14th. Father's Day is on the 20th. Are you ready for Father's Day? Oof. I think we are. My daughter's doing a video. And hi Jessica, the weather here has been the same, wet and humid and super hot. No fun. I also have experienced the brain fog, so you're not alone. I think you're doing great. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me thought it was just because I turned 50. I turned 50 right before Christmas. And I know when I turned 40, all of a sudden my eyes expired. And the optometrist confirmed that. And he said that you can almost tell within a year or two if you examine like a cadaver, for example. If you examine their eye muscles, you can tell if they're over 40. You can tell within a year or two of how old they are just on how deteriorated or how poor the eye muscle is. And it's like, well, okay. So that meant reading glasses, and then of course I have some other issues with my eyes with allergies right now. So I was thinking, you know, when I turned 50, all of a sudden I've got an issue with my blood pressure. So I asked, you know, the doctors, I mean, this is like a magic number. I mean, now you have to go get the colonoscopy and everything else. It's like, yeah, that's when things catch up to you. Well, this hopefully is temporary because over the last couple of years, I mean, I've had some other health issues, especially with the blood pressure, which I did not know was high, actually. So I've been gaining weight, not only because of that, but because of COVID. I mean, you know, finances are low, so you tend to buy bread and cheap things because, you know, it's important to feed your kids, and not as important that you stay on organic and grass-fed. And my health has kind of gone down, and my weight has gone up as a result. So now that things are getting back to normal, and I'm able to eat more healthy food again, I'd have to be on a blood pressure medicine so I can exercise. It's just, it's like a vicious circle. But we're going to get this working, and then I'm going to be able to work out again. I was able to a couple weeks ago, and it was great. And then the doctor, who I am changing, by the way, because when I've got someone from India whom I know more about nutrition than she does, and she's stuck in the 80s nutrition-wise, and doesn't, you know a lot of things about the U.S. and iodized salt, and I don't know. When she's blaming blood pressure on salt and high cholesterol on a saturated fat diet, I know I need a new doctor, because I definitely know more about nutrition than she does. So she switched me on to this new medication, and I'm back to experiencing all the symptoms of high blood pressure. So I'm going to give it another week. Hopefully she'll switch me back, and then I will. She's given me all clear. So apparently my cardiology is fine. My heart's fine. So then I will just ditch the cardiologist entirely and go with my regular doctor. Okay, let's get back to putting in. Let's cover this up first. Yeah, she's. What's strange is when you go to a doctor and they mark on your chart obesity due to excess calories, when they haven't asked me word one about my diet habits, which are actually pretty good. They could be touched up a little bit for weight loss as opposed to weight maintenance. I needed some extra oomph, obviously, because the kind of yucky diet that I had been on the last year or so, but that's been cleared up. But when she doesn't even ask me word one about what I'm eating, and then she says, "Oh, we're gonna, let's get the results of your, echo and make sure my heart's okay before I start exercise," and we're just gonna introduce a new lifestyle. Ask me about my lifestyle, and ask me about what I eat before you start saying that I need to change it. You don't know what needs to be changed. She took me off one of the medications that I was on, and all of a sudden I started losing weight again. It's one of those blood pressure medications that can actually cause you to gain. It actually, I gained a bit. So she took me off of that. I lost 4 pounds in 2 weeks. See? I know what I'm doing. Okay. Holidays. This needs some washi. So I have some of that purple washi left. 2, 3, and 4. So this is going to go all the way across here because this... Oh, no, it can't go there. So yes, I have no idea because she said she was going to, introduce a new lifestyle. She hasn't gotten back to me on that yet. But when I tell her that I have grass-fed butter every morning, and her eyes get wide, she's like, "Stop that! That's saturated fat." And I didn't say anything, but I'm like, "What century do you live in?" Well, actually, what decade? They've proven that Anson Key's study on saturated fat causing heart disease, he purposely skewed the results to give him the answer he wanted. Saturated fat is not the cause of heart disease. Trans fat, however, can and does influence it. In fact, and that's why even here in the U.S. they took trans fat and banned a lot of it from being included in foods. That's not to say that all saturated fat is created equal. Our American diet has too many omega-6 fats as opposed to omega-3 fats. Omega-6 fats you get in poultry and all of those vegetable oils, the corn oil, the soy oil, everything fried. It's fried in all of those types of oils. And that, more than anything, is causing cholesterol numbers to be incorrect. Omega-6 fats. So this isn't supposed to be a nutrition class. Just a minute. I have a. Let's see. That came from Twitch. Let me just. Hang on a minute. I need to settings. How do I remove him? Show mod icons. Let's delete this. All right. Okay, that should update to where that is not showing anymore. Sorry about that. It's interesting how they bypassed my filters. Okay. Anyway, not supposed to be a nutrition class, and I'm getting distracted and I'm not able to write this. Okay, so that's girls' camp. Basically, the healthier the fat, the shorter the tail. Imagine a tail, for the lack of a better word, a sperm shape. Okay? So imagine your fat molecules like that. A tadpole shape. Okay, thank you. It's much better and much more family friendly. So the longer the tail on a fat molecule, the worse it is, because the more things it can catch on, I guess, so to speak. So omega-3s have the shortest tails, as opposed to omega-6s and omega-9s, because there's 3 different types. Our body makes omega-9s, so we don't have to worry about that. Omega-6s you get in avocados, egg yolks, grass-fed butter. I'm sorry, pastured egg yolks. I mean, you got to make sure that these things aren't fed grain, because the grain is what gets all of the omega-3s. I am checking the calendar, which is why I'm not busy here. And since the American diet is so full of vegetable oils and the fried foods, which are fried in vegetable oils, and things like that, that's why the American diet, that tends to raise your bad cholesterol, whereas omega-3s you need to raise your good cholesterol. So you're looking at pastured egg yolks, avocados, grass-fed butter, nuts, but sometimes they have more omega-6s than omega-3s in them. I'm looking for my icons. 10th. Okay, so we're looking for payday. Where's the payday? So yes, sorry, this wasn't meant to be a educational stream, but you take what you can get when your homeschooled kids ask questions. Thursday the 10th. So if you're on a high-fat diet like I am, because it tends to lower inflammation, which is a bigger indicator of heart disease than cholesterol. If your ratio is right, you want healthy cholesterol higher than your lower cholesterol. Imagine cholesterol is a boat, and then the fat molecules get on the boat. So you need cholesterol in your system to carry the fat molecules around, because fat isn't water soluble, so it can't just go around in the bloodstream on its own. It needs a cholesterol boat to float around. And the good cholesterol, as opposed to the bad cholesterol, I don't quite remember the difference between the boats. The good cholesterol is what carries those fat molecules around and makes sure everything is distributed properly. The bad cholesterol is the kind that can get snagged on things. Okay, so we have paydays. You know, we don't have a lot of things that we do outside the house, really. I need to find my activity day stickers. And yes, I should be using my new sticker albums, but to be honest, I haven't decided on covers yet that I want. This is my prototype, and this is the one for June that matches this, and I actually quite like this cover. And again, this is a prototype. It's been laying around and been mussed up, so I think the kids have been trying to peel the stickers off. Then I have my mini album, if you haven't seen these. You homeschooled a long time. Yeah, so I said you take advantage of it, and who knows, maybe someone on stream will learn a little something. because I know a lot of us are dealing with this, and doctors, if they're not up on the latest, if they're not keeping up, then they'll be left behind, and then your healthcare will be left behind. So it's important to find someone that is keeping up on the latest things. If you need nutrition help, that is, if you're facing being on a medication, I mean, you want to find out. This doctor is doing the same thing. She wants to treat the symptoms. And it's, no, I don't want you to treat the symptoms. I want you to treat the cause. Let's get rid of the cause. I mean, let's do a temporary symptom treatment. Obviously, you need to lower the blood pressure, but then don't put me on medication that then I'm going to have to take further medication to treat the side effects. No. Okay, so we want activity days and then young women night. So young women's here. Okay, that was camp. So, and I think that this is what this doctor's hung up on. So my issue now is to discover how to reduce my inflammation, which is high. My cholesterol numbers have always been high ever since I was young. Now, your body will make cholesterol. If you don't get enough cholesterol, your body will make it. And I have a feeling that in my whole family has run the issue with high cholesterol. And all the things that can raise inflammation and that raise bad cholesterol, I don't do. I don't drink soda. I don't drink coffee or tea. I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. I have very very little processed food in my diet. The occasional hamburger, every once in a while.
Patty, stop eating the beaster.
Yeah, kitty war going on. Okay, so we need activity day here. I'm going to go ahead and put that a little off center. And then activity day on the 23rd. And all the things that we used to do, girls' day out, temple, dates. Hopefully we can start doing that again. That'll be really nice. We have an activity on one of these days. Hang on. I know I've got it in here. Relief Society, there it is, 24th. There we go. And they're orange. Oh well. We need a flag or something. Let's see. We might as well use an orange flag, huh? And that is at 7. Nice purple pen. I don't like to do the pen yet, but that's all right. We'll just do the pen. Anything else unusual? No. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. We have a birthday. See, these are great balloons too. Watch. Like this. Pink. And then go like this. And you have a balloon. It's my mommy's birthday. She has the perfect birthday, the 25th of June. It's exactly 6 months from Christmas. So excited. My daughter got a youth conference this weekend. Right. My Dot, this was supposed to be her second year at Young Women's Camp. But last year, they at least did an online version, which was nice. Actually, but this year she was able to go, for real. It was a shortened.
I got no sleep, so
That's normal. Expect that to happen anytime you have sleepovers. Just no sleep.
We stuck up to an old abandoned bus in the woods past
Yeah, I know. You told me about that. Let's see. Well, it's interesting how that is still showing. I'm sorry for the spam still showing on the chat. Usually it removes it. We're back to June 1st. Let's take a look here. And doctor's appointments. This makes a nice little flag. All right. And we haven't been able to go to the pool all week. And we got season passes and we haven't been able to go all week because it's been yucky. Okay, so I'm not going to mark that, but I do have another. Let's go ahead and use the yellow one. Fourteenth at 9. This is my mother's appointment. Okay, and then I have, this needs a box. Now here's the test. Let's see if our boxes fit. This is the new one. Actually, let's use this fancy one. No, that's too short. The width is really good though. Let's go ahead and do this. Not quite so even, but it covers up that calendar. Boy, I got a little edge here that keeps picking up. Okay, this day had a little more as far as appointments and info on it. So let's do that and put a little icon on it. Me, labs, and doctor call. Check up on how this new med is working, which it's not. Sorry for reaching across the camera. There we are. All right. So this is, my monthly is definitely where I look for a big overview on, so what's the next appointment I have to leave the house for, that type of thing. So when I'm making medical appointments and things, they go right there. That appointment needs to be changed. Ooh, that one might have to be changed. I'm not going to enter those because my husband's schedule got changed. So, hate trying to change dentist appointments. It's like I can't get you in for 4 or 5 months. Okay. I think as far as things in general, I think that does it. I wonder, can I take these off? Let's see. I want these on the 22nd. because this is when I do payroll. And then I've got my fancy dancy payday stickers, which I forgot about. Let's cover up that stickiness. All right. So that's the major appointments. Obviously we have church, but then I just have, basically I'm in primary. So, was Sunday Sunday school or was it regular meeting? You meet with young women every Sunday or is it every other?
Every other.
So who did you meet with on Sunday? Was it the...
All the youth were in the priesthood room.
Oh, so that was Sunday school and not young women. Okay. And that was the 6th. So we are on the same schedule as the adults. So I'm in primary, I don't know. But it helps to know. Sunday school. Let's go ahead and put that right there. So this is our different classes for church. Let's see, that's yellow. This was a daddy and daughter thing. Dot camp. And then that's what I use washi for, is to mark multi-day events, at least when it's on my days. Okay. I think in general, and I can't plan, obviously can't plan the kids' swimming days ahead of time because it's raining. Temple days, I hope those come up again soon. Our ward has a young men and young women's, one of their activity days, one of their weekly activities is going to the temple. They do that every month, and it's an hour away from here. But our ward has the most active, at least when the temple was open, has the most active temple attendance, and that's largely due to the youth. And so we have a new bishop, and he assures us, he assured me, anyway, personally, that they will continue to do the youth monthly temple visits as soon as we're able. And I believe that they're going to be starting that with our temple in July. So that is nice to be able to go back to the temple again. Okay. Let's see about some decorations here. Now on the Leafy Treetops monthly, these are for the different, the monthly pages. I like this one for the goals page if you want to cover up the, what it says there. The weird flag sometimes that they have up there. Covering up the budget section here. Some of the, like the matrix will usually have a sticker like this. The, what is it? The, not the Sunday pages, but the, like the family home evening pages and things, usually has a box there. So if you don't do the LDS portion or you want to name it something else, you can cover it up with this. And then this is a large sticker that goes over the top, usually with one of the lists pages, or you can put it over the top of one of the notes, like just the line note pages or whatever. So let's find, you know what I don't have here are the quotes. Let's see if I can locate the quotes. Oh, you have a new temple opening near you. That's great. How far? Hang on a minute. this is the business stock. I have no idea if this is going to show up, but I've got to have it in front of me or I can't see it. So how far away are the temples from you now? Let's see. I need quotes. Those are back here. See if we have anything. Okay, there's some Junes. This is an older version, but I like this. This is the motivational quotes. In fact, I want to say that this is one of the very, very first quotes pages that I did. And I still forgot to put this away. I think this definitely deserves a nice big quote. One of my favorite Gordon B. Hinckley quotes, without hard work, nothing grows but weeds. I wonder if we can fit this in here. And then, let's see, what have we got in the deco department? I almost want to use one of these weekly headers. Let's do this. We're going to do it a little off center. And you know, actually, we're going to do something totally wild. Totally wild. Let's do this. I'm going to put this aside. And then where are the quotes? We're getting into the start of the third quarter, or second quarter. We're ramping up to it. So this is when I want to be setting goals and such. So I think this is a really excellent quote. Let's do this. Probably too close to this one, but that's all right. I should have reversed them. Setting goals is easy. Ignoring them is even easier. So what we're going to start with next week on our Plan With Me's, on the streams, we're going to start with July. We're going to start planning out a little bit of July. We're going to start with the monthly, and then we're going to go from scratch. We're going to start from goal setting, and then block scheduling, and then how all that fits into a planner. Okay, I guess we can put our fun days in here now. See, June 18th is picnic day. June 19th is kissing day, National Kissing Day. June 10th is ballpoint pen day. I thought that fit really well with planning and stuff. 3 or 4 hours away now. That's I'm really glad. I was so excited when he announced all those new temples. I was a little worried because from last I heard, activity is so low, nobody's going to the temple, and that was a few years ago. So apparently our membership has been revitalized. June 4th, Donut Day, and yes, I did actually have donuts. Donuts are my favorite. Those are my weakness. That's it. That's the big culprit, because my body retains donuts. Okay, National Pink Day is on June 23rd. Oh. Eek. Eek. Come here, little 23. Can I get you up without totally messing it up? National Pink Day. And then put the 23rd, boop, right back on top. June 5th, Hot Air Balloon Day. And then June 12th is Red Rose Day. All right, so we're a little heavy on the right side. Let's get a few decorations over here. This is this month. Normally I save these for the lists page because I'll have a list for this month and a list for next month. And I'll fill that in with families like, I need this, or can you do this for me? And that's where I mark in this month or next month. But for now, we're going to put this month here. Okay, it says something day. And it's an emoji, and it's really small. Let me see if I can make this bigger to where I can see it. Pen! It's a pen! How cute! Ballpoint pen day. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I've got clunk, thud right there. Just shake the camera and everything. Those are my pens. You know, my G2s. I love my G2s. I love my triplices. Don't get me wrong, but they are water soluble. So I use these for signing, you know, thank you notes and such. But I don't use them in my planner anymore because they're water soluble. If your planner gets wet, they will run. Ask me how I know. Mainly because my daughter has spilled soup on my planner twice. She knows she's not supposed to eat at my desk, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And I don't normally, you know, take it out with me, but if I take it out and something gets soggy, especially since I'll be going to the pool and exercising quite regularly now once the weather clears and I get the all clear from the doctor, our music has stopped. So we're going to do one last thing, and we're going to fill out this month. And then a couple of decorations. Okay, where is my music? So excited, and we've got my, I can't really show my mug here. I've got my bulletproof hot chocolate in. But a couple months ago, my favorite mug broke. It had silhouette kitties on it. And as many of you know, I'm a cat person. Definitely a cat person. And let me see here. Oh, no, we don't want things with words. And I am looking up monthly tasks for June. All right, I lost my train of thought. This is going to take a minute because I'm trying to look this up. Let's see. I believe I put them under actually under products somewhere. It wouldn't be under block schedule. I think they were under sidebars, actually. Sidebar. Look at all of these things. There's May. That's weird. I don't see June here. Just a moment. That's funny. All right, fine. Let's go by this. We have air filter. Actually, I need checklists. I wonder if any of these checklists actually fit. This might be too big. Actually, they fit just right. And I just smeared ink on that one. Genius. Strangely, I use my 4-color big pens the most. And I used to plan with those all the time. All the time. I used to use them for pretty much everything. Okay, so they're not quite as perfect as I thought they were. This is going to sound or look weird, but you can use these as well, and those are too small. But you can use the water trackers on their side to be little checklists. All right, fine. So unless I want to replace the whole sidebar, possible. Air filter. Amazon order. Canner gauge. Always good to have your pressure canner. I always spell gauge wrong. Always good to have your pressure canner checked. Your local ag extension will do that through the government. They are supposed to be able to do that for you for free. Sometimes you have to educate them on it, but sometimes they have to dust off their equipment, but they will test your pressure canner gauge. You just basically need to bring your lid in, and it's best to have that checked every year. Okay. Yeah, since they do it for free, especially. Vac behind fridge. And there's a couple other things that I do in June that I cannot quite recall. And this reminds me of septic treatment. I think we do our septic treatment every month now, so. I definitely need to get one of my new things and reorganize my stickers. Food deliveries. Brand new icons. Every plate. But one of these is a HelloFresh. I better find it. Every plate. And today is the 11th. We had every plate. HelloFresh this day, and then every plate on the 24th. All right. Haven't had those HelloFresh stickers out in a while. Let's see. In fact, I don't even know if they're here. Nope. They're going to be in the other messy folder like this. This is another chunker that needs to be in a new folder. Most of them are already sorted, but the other one is usually my monthly working one. And okay, so I'm looking for food icons. They should have their own spot here. There's the monthlies. Seriously? Okay, there's a bunch of icons. Ah, I bet they're in here. Menu plans. Hello Fresh. Surely I have one that I've already used, right? Aha. And then HelloFresh here. Okay, let's put a few decorations down and call it done. We've got some fairly large decorations that can fit, especially like right here. I mean, these couple of days have passed, so I know I'm not going to have things. But anything else, I'll make sure to use something smaller. We need to balance this out severely. Yeah, actually that looks kind of cute. Okay, let's make sure everything is still, yep, everything's up. And I love these. These are just like some of my favorite stickers. Let's use a small one, because don't know if more plans are going to be coming up. Actually, I could line those little stickers up like these. I could line them up all down here and put these in here. This is normally, I said, this is repeatable stuff that happens every June. Okay. We need to balance this out just a little more, but I'm afraid to put anything else on there. Put a couple of stickers there. Some flowers. I think that'll do it. We get any busier, then it's not going to be practical. Carried away talking and carried away decorating, and I mean, that's part of the fun. I run mostly off of my daily right now. I'm rarely even using the weekly anymore, because I run off my lists, which are kept here in a separate notebook. And so you can use one of the nice traveler's notebooks that Leafy Treetops has in here. So I run off lists, things that need to be done. I will come over here when that time comes, during my day, during my block schedule, and I'll go off the list, and then a lot in my daily when I plan my day out from the day before. Okay, so here we are, month of June all planned out. Again, congratulations to Krisha, who won the planner, and it is sitting here. It is ready to be shipped out to her in the Philippines. So yeah, remember, it's open to anybody. I'll send them wherever. Just remember that you'll be responsible for customs. I know they have got some strange rules in the UK now. I do mark them as gifts, so hopefully there isn't too much of an issue. But yeah, you're welcome to enter wherever you are in the world. You can enter my my contest. So we are going to have another giveaway that we will be giving away at the beginning of July, and I will introduce that during my next live stream. I haven't quite decided what we're going to give away yet, because if I have a planner, I may give away the planner. I have a couple from a couple giveaways ago that I was never able to give away. I think I'm going to just try to draw one more winner. Normally I would just carry it over to the next one, but I mean, I had to do that already, and it's like, I can't seem to give this thing away. I'm going to draw a second winner from that contest for that planner, and it came with $12 of stickers so they could spend it on redating things, because it's an older planner. But since it's coming up on mid-year, I think like for the academic planners, I think that would be a good place, a good time to give away a planner. But if not, if I have another planner, I probably have even another planner to give away. I'll do that. But I have other goodies to give away too. So we'll decide on that. I'm going to decide what to give away in July, and we will introduce that next week when we're going to do a live plan with me for a July monthly. And then coming up for the rest of the month, and then probably going into July, we're going to go over setting goals making a goals worksheet, setting a block schedule, and how setting action plans for goals fit into your plans and your daily schedule. So thank you so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you have too. Hopefully we learned something. I got a little off tangent talking about things. I try to plan while I'm talking. All right, I try not to just go on about myself and not actually show something relative or related on screen. So we went a little over nutrition and things like that. So hopefully everybody learned something. And please feel free to leave me a comment. What kind of things do you like to see? What don't you like to see? Criticism is also welcome. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Best Laid Plans.